like I've said before, I'm okay watching myself in a movie or TV show as Joe the plumber. That's fine. But me as myself is a whole other story. What?
I was in the middle of watching this interview with Gilbert Godfrey. There's a new documentary about him, and looks really interesting, especially since there's some, at least some shots in the documentary where you see a very rare sight, which is him talking in his normal voice. Talk about a man who's not comfortable being himself, because his whole career he's talked in this voice all the time, even when he's doing an interview like that. That's not how he really talks, and I guess in this documentary we actually see him talking normally, which is so startling. Anyway, I bring him up because I had the pleasure of seeing him live just last week. Not doing stand-up, unfortunately, but there was last week I went to it was Plan 9 from Outer Space live. It was a live reading put on by Dana Gould, and there was Gilbert Godfrey and other great people, John Hodgman, and they just read the script to Plan 9 from Outer Space, and it's hysterically funny. Of course, there's also the stage directions, which I think Dana Gould writes himself. Anyway, it was great, and Gilbert Godfrey was one of the participants, and it was really interesting seeing him live because and also especially I had just watched the trailer for this film, and he is he is an incredibly awkward human being. I mean, and I mean that in an inspiring way. If that man can actually go out in front of an audience, and also if that man can make himself the subject of a documentary, it's like, then wow. But I mean, because he went out on stage for this reading, and most people, when they weren't actually performing, they went and sat down. He was standing out there, like he was standing in front of a microphone for most of the show, and it felt like because nobody told him he didn't have to. So it was interesting, actually, just like standing there watching him when he wasn't performing, just standing there waiting to speak. But no, I just thought I'm just thinking about that because I am curious to see this documentary, just to capture this glimpse. Because I'm only making these videos because I'm forcing myself to, because before I did, I was never comfortable with my real self, showing my real self, which people who know me, I think, can attest that I'm that's what these videos are, because that was a big hurdle for me to overcome, and still is, but I'm getting there. So I don't know. Anyway, I was watching this and I decided to stop and make this video. I hope this was illuminating.